Hi, you guys. How are you doing? Thank you for tuning in for this week's episode of Vibin with Vida. Got a couple guests tonight. Well, I got Achilles with me right now.
What's cracking?
My other guests, Pachuca and Big C. They will be here shortly. They drove 3.5 hours to be here. So I started a little bit late because I didn't want them to lose out on too much time. But it's all right. Tonight we're going to run a little bit after 6 just to make sure that they got some time. But I got Achilles.
Meantime,
right?
It's cracking.
Right?
Facebook and YouTube and everyone tuning in. What's going on?
The Achilles in the house.
It's been a while.
Yeah, Achilles.
We blinked.
I know.
It's been a
well,
while.
I don't know. You were over my house a little while ago.
Yeah, but I mean, like
you was like, you did come over because
in this setting,
in a professional setting,
I
right?
guess.
I got you. I got you. I mean, like I see you, you know?
Right.
Not like often, but every once in a while.
You know, yeah.
I can talk to you.
Anyways,
he's like I consider him like a little brother.
Hey, I appreciate it. You're definitely family.
Like your family.
You're definitely family.
So, how did you bring you on here? What have you been? You've been doing different stuff. Like I couldn't find a lot of your music, and you were like that's for a good reason.
Yeah.
So tell me what you've been up to, because I know your career has changed professionally in good ways.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I'm very proud of you for you to be getting paid from that music.
Yeah.
And you know that's awesome. So
yeah, I've gotten to the point where releasing isn't really a priority. It's more or less working with the connections that I have and just building a network with everyone and making sure, you know, I'm helping feed everybody around me and make sure everybody's I'm in a solid platform that way I can start kind of branching out to the people that I've been keeping close to. So you know, I'm just trying to build until I can't build no more. But music is coming soon.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not.
I mean, like you're making money off of your stuff now. Like, what did you do professionally to change your game? If you would give like some advice, like.
Biggest advice I would give anybody that's doing music, anybody that's doing anything, honestly, that has to do with, you know, following your dreams and all that. It's just networking and make sure that you take advantage of everybody around you that you know can help you progress. You learn from the people that are steps ahead of you, and then not only that, you teach people that are around you.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that's what it is. This whole industry is about that. It's about giving, and you know, and taking the stuff that, you know. Not taking the stuff for granted that people are doing around you.
That's true.
Because it's a lot. My career completely did a full 180. I used to, you know, be releasing every week and dropping all the time. And, you know, I had an album that dropped in December last year, did great, you know, and all that. And then because of that album, I ended up getting introduced to a lot of licensing companies.
Yes.
And that's where
the money's going to happen, right?
Yeah, that's where I started getting those opportunities to do all that. So, you know, I started producing my own music too. I started, you know, when it comes down to beats and everything, everything that you hear my voice on is produced by me, and that's it. There's no. I try to cut out the middleman, but at the same time, I bring artists in on those things. That way. Like I said, it's just feeding the people around me. It's, you know, people that have held it down and been close and been showing me love. So,
well, I'm really glad that you could do that. Like, really proud of you, because it's always. I don't know if I'm gonna say it right. It's a really big step when you can start paying your bills off of your music.
That's where it becomes
yeah, that's when you hit that level.
And you get hungrier.
The more you get,
the more
of course.
Yeah.
Because then you're like not satisfied. You're like, that's not enough. I need to go harder.
That's exactly how it works. That's why I said right now. I mean, the music's not gonna stop coming, but right now I took a break because I was working a lot with the licensing company that I'm working out. Shout out to Def 7, Jackie Kidd, you know, all the people that have been helping me out and
you
helping
said
me
Def
grow.
7?
Yes, that's
Def 7.
You can check us out on, you know, go to our website, go on my Instagram. I have the link on my bio, so you guys can see who I work with and kind of see what the hell we're doing, because it's a lot. It's been a lot.
Good. I'm glad.
Just landed a new catalog this last week, and it should be, you know, they should be starting to pitch it I've got music on VH1, MTV.
Right? Wasn't it on like a TV show?
Yeah, it was. Stumptown has one of them. Shout out to Stumptown.
Right? They've been playing his music on TV.
Then also Cartel Crew was streaming, live streaming the Charlotte show out in the UK. The network is international. It doesn't stop in the US.
You did Lions.
Yeah. Man, why are you talking like that?
Okay, look, that was because I talked to Jerry Robinson, and then and Lions came out, and it had Joey on it.
Yeah,
and
shout out to Strange Music.
Right, shout out to Strange Music, everybody over there. And it had Joey on it, and I listened to it, and I liked it and everything. And then I found out. I think I found out much later that you did that.
Yeah, I kept it hush hush.
I didn't know.
I didn't tell nobody.
I was like, wait a minute, you did that shit? That is dope.
Joey hit me up a while back ago, about like December. That's when we actually started talking, and I showed him the beat. And that beat for me was probably the cornerstone of what started this whole, even the licensing part. It's when I started really producing and really started honing in on that. In that time frame I was homeless. I was in the lows. And
that happens.
And all I had was my laptop and some headphones, and I started, just creating. I didn't have a mic, I didn't have anything like that, so I couldn't write, I couldn't just, lay down vocals or anything like that, so I was like, I have to express myself some way.
Right.
And Lions was actually the first beat that I made in that time frame. I produced stuff beforehand, and most of it was dope and all that stuff, but that beat to me was you hear it in the song.
Yeah.
It's the lines are roaring. There's all the vocal chops and all that stuff. It's an angry beat. It's I was not in the mind state of being humble no more. I was like, nah, I'm about to show everybody what I do. Yeah, and
you was hungry.
Joey heard it, and he was like, yo, I want it.
Shout out to Joey. Hey, Joey.
Shout out Joey Cool. Not only that one, I actually did 2 records on that.
Oh, sorry. Hi, Jez. She said she loves Cartel Crew.
Hey. Yeah, Cartel Crew is dope. I actually got to meet some of the cast. It was actually lit. It was lit. But yeah, I did two records on Joey's project, which the first one with Blame Cooley that he dropped. Okay. That was another one that I did. Real super West Coast, super just gutter, and but yeah, between the Lions, between that and then the licensing stuff, it's just been a nonstop grind. I've worked on engineering for bigger names now. Mm-hmm. I've actually gotten to travel and kind of helped, gotten my ear on some mainstream records. Wasn't able to get the credits because I didn't produce anything or anything like that, but I helped with the engineering side. Yeah. Kind of gave my ear, and we just ran with that. Okay. It's so it's been great. But yeah, this whole experience lately has been just completely different to what I was doing a year ago. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy because, I'll get those little flashbacks on Facebook, and it'll show me what I was doing a year ago, and I'm like, that feels like a lot longer than that. It feels... Has this been, the longest year ever? Ever. The longest. 2020 sucks.
This whole quarantine was just bad. I actually lost a bunch of contracts that I was supposed to do because of it.
I bet a lot of people did. I know a lot of people did.
My pockets were hurting in the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And then slowly, around June, July, is when it started pum. Yeah, and it just, from there, it just became a...
Well, everybody who was locked in and was working... just had stuff and continues to have stuff.
That was the biggest thing is since I was working on the catalogs, I was working on music. So I wasn't getting paid off the music. Right. Because it wasn't I make it and I'm automatically getting the money. I have to pitch it. I still have to talk to people. I still have to talk to execs. And then when
they have to find a perfect for their commercial or their show.
And I can't do it if I'm sitting at home and they're not letting us travel and they're not letting us, the festivals and all that stuff aren't happening. I was supposed to do a whole writers camp at South by Southwest this year.
Yeah. Yes, I was going to ask about that one.
Yeah, that fell through. I was supposed to be at a songwriters camp out in Palm Springs, all inclusive. They were going to pay for my hotel and everything. I got that email that there was like, yeah, because of the pandemic, we just can't hold it. I was like, oh, that hurt my soul.
Yeah.
But I was able to turn it around, and you know what? I'm happy for it now because I still was able to do, you know, everything that set me up to where I'm at. Right
And this
now.
is I was gonna say this is something that you could do from anywhere.
Yeah,
Like it doesn't matter where you are. Like
I was in my
always do
basement.
this.
I was in
Yeah.
my basement making these records, and it's funny.
Amazing.
It's funny.
It's amazing to me, you know, like
Stuff that's on TV. It's
Yeah.
like I'm sitting there and I'm like, dude, I recorded that like in my basement in a
and then you hear it on TV.
decent setting. But I mean, the mix is what made the whole thing.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. Okay, so did I get? Oh, okay. I want to play some of your music, but first I want to bring up King Von. King Von passed away.
Yeah.
Right. I can't like not say that King Von passed away. Rip King Von.
Yep.
All right. We've lost a lot of people.
This
year's been hard.
Even this year, this last month has been crazy. Shout out to Mint Royalty. We just lost Izzy. I mean, it's been a rough year. It's been a rough year.
I lost my grandma a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
And then
one of the clients, one of my clients I used to work with actually passed away too. Her Sienna.
Yeah.
She's a dope singer. And she back in like I think July, I got the news because I was off Facebook for a very long time, so I didn't, I was completely out the loop. I wasn't really talking to nobody. I was kind of just holding in on my own stuff when I came out. Like it was just boom, 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 and I was like, yeah, I need to step back in. I need to like laying low is over. It's time to come back and work with everybody.
And there's a lot of them. It's horrible because somebody had said some stuff on Facebook about you got to get your energies right because people are going to be dropping we're going to lose people to something else, but it feels like they're talking about this and it's just highly coincidental to me, and I can't believe it, and maybe it's true.
I was scared of the coronavirus, but I mean,
I'm a little bit afraid of the coronavirus still because I have this. Do you want to do?
Yes. Please,
you want to do some hand sanitizer?
But no,
passing that around.
Right, I always do.
I was no, I mean, obviously that's still the thing. That's something that's definitely affecting a lot of people, and a lot of people have lost a lot of people,
It really
because
is.
of it. But like this for lately, it's not. It hasn't been that. It's been people have just been. It's been too much pressure. The winter blues have been hard, especially with being isolated.
Isolated is hard.
Like you lose it, and it's just hard.
It is. It's hard being isolated. So I know that we've had discussions when I was like, don't be alone. But what would you recommend to somebody out there who may be feeling these isolated things, like the same feelings? Talk to people.
Talk to your closest friends, and show your friends that you love them, because that's 100% key. We've been isolated, but it doesn't take long just to set up your homeboy or someone that you have close. A quick I love you, a quick you know what, I know it's been hard, but I'm still here for you if you need to talk.
Right.
Talk it out, and if you're going through it, reach out. Definitely reach out, because that's detrimental. I went through it myself in 2017, where I popped a whole vial of pills and ended up in the hospital for 4 days. And when I woke up, I felt blessed. It was one of those moments where I was like, no, like I was ashamed and disappointed in myself, but at the same time, it gave me a new appreciation of life, and it was a kind of a rebirth of my mentality now and where I am now. If it weren't for it, I wouldn't be where I'm at, but I would much rather it not have happened. And
I tried to do myself in
yeah.
It didn't work. It didn't work.
Obviously, we're here, right? Like,
right?
the people don't get that lucky, and
Man.
and it all it takes is one, two split seconds of just feeling despair to push you to do that, and it's just, you know, I don't fault anybody that does it. I don't think it's a way out, and I don't think it's a solution that somebody should do, but
it's a permanent solution to a temporary problem. That's what it is. I've been in this.
It's gonna get better. I've been homeless like 3 times.
Right?
I've always bounced back. So
you do. You just got to build like this resiliency and know that it's. I always tell people, I'm like, you know what? You just got to get through this. Just get through this, and it'll get better. Like everything changes. If there's one thing guaranteed in the world, is that everything changes, and so. You just gotta take it in steps,
right.
and do what you can to prepare yourself for the future.
Oh yeah.
So that bullshit. I said bullcrap. Who says that? Bullshit doesn't happen like that. Okay, well, I said something about King Von, and then we started talking, which happens all the time on Vibin with Vida. So I'm gonna play King Von because rip King Von.
Yep.
Right. That's why. Ooh, that was a little bit loud there. Yep. So right now we're playing King Von, The Code.
Featuring Polo G.
It just hit YouTube like what, a day ago or something like that. Like it was like last week I think. Was it last week? It was like this week.
I heard it like 2 days ago. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, like I think it was a couple days ago maybe. But
No, it released a while. I think it was been.
It came out before that.
I listened to it like 2 days ago.
But this is kind of the latest and the last song that came out. Right? And Polo G, like, that's crazy because as soon as I watch a lot of YouTube.
Right.
I listen to a lot of interviews. I listen to people talk about his life. He was locked up in the system for like most of his youth. He was in
King Von is.
And then but they're from what, Chirac?
Yeah.
As they call it, they're from Chirac.
Shout out to Chi-Town. Shout out to Chi-Town. Y'all killing the game right now.
Man. And it was beef with Quando Rondo's people, right?
I haven't looked into it personally. I got the news, and that's just with everything that's been going on lately. It's just I didn't want to dive into it. I really didn't want to dive into it. It's a loss. It's a loss in the community, and that's all that matters to me.
I couldn't help it. I was around people who was constantly watching it too, like, and I got some of the names confused. I heard a lot of names, right, that I didn't know were associated like that. Because for real, I try to stay away from like diss tracks and stuff. Except for Training Us diss track on Young Cat is great. That's facts. I'm sorry. So, but I try to stay out of like disses and stuff because I am not promoting.
I like to. The main reason why I like to stay away from the personal nowadays is just because I don't want to take away from the art form anymore.
Right.
Like I feel like once you get into too much into somebody's personal life, you just start losing either love for them because they're beefing with people you like, or vice versa. You know, you start gaining respect for them, but you start losing, the fan base that you had on the side, and it's just like what? I appreciate music. I appreciate artists. People that go out there and are able to do stuff like this trust me, it's a whole other experience and all that when you actually can listen to it in a unbiased level.
Right.
R.I.P. King Von.
That's right. And my condolences to Asian Doll.
Mm-hmm.
I also was unaware that was his chick. And
I did know that. I
No. I didn't. Like, I haven't heard a whole lot from Asian Doll musically. There was a while when I was listening to a lot of our stuff, and then I didn't hear new stuff.
Right.
You know? Let me hit my talk button back on. I didn't hear a lot of new stuff, so I was kind of like wondering what she was up to. I guess that's what she was up to.
Right.
Yo.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
My condolences. It's
Right.
I know it's hard to lose
It
something
is.
like that.
It is, especially when you know what it feels like because it's happening in your circle, right? Like, okay, so. Okay, let me bring it up. I gotta bring the mood back up. We've been talking about sad stuff.
Please.
Whew.
Please.
Okay.
What's
all right.
cracking?
Right.
We back. We back.
Sorry, yeah. All right, now, I was looking through your music and searching for stuff, and I found. Oh God, you guys are gonna hate me for this. I found. Baby Shark remix.
Oh.
I have to bring it up. Yeah, because I said I was trying to bring the mood back up.
Right.
Now, I know you guys hate me already for saying it. But okay, so I'm gonna talk about it before. I'm probably gonna skip it. I'm probably gonna skip like halfway through it because it doesn't the best part isn't until this like the second half anyway. I feel like right when the beat breaks down, and then we can skip the annoying part. But you like totally remixed it, and there's parts of it that I was like, that doesn't even really sound like Baby Shark no more.
So the main before we get into it, because I gotta explain myself. I'm not gonna let you play this without an explanation.
Explain to me why you did this.
So again, I was isolated for about a year.
Isolation.
When I say isolated, I mean I was locked. I pretty much locked myself in my basement and created music.
Yeah,
that was it, and that was it. Besides that, it was go upstairs, hang out with my kids all day.
Okay.
My kids are very, very into Baby Shark. I went to the concert. Of course.
No, you went to the no.
I went to the concert. Oh my God.
No, you didn't.
So I'm dreading the whole thing. Mm-hmm. And I'm not gonna say dreading. It's it was cool.
Oh my God.
But
you kind of had an expectation.
Right.
Oh my God.
Like, I knew what I was walking into.
That sounds painful.
The end though. The DJ. I don't know who this DJ is because he was in a shark costume, but he did a flip on it and it completely turned up the crowd. The kids in there were going crazy. I was like, I need drugs. I know I would have fun because I know I would have loved it. I know I would have loved it.
My daughter heard it and she came running in the living room from the kitchen just dancing to it and I was like, do you like this? I was like, your Uncle Hector did this. She was like, he did.
So I was sitting there after that concert.
I just told him your name.
Yeah, that's fine. So I was like, okay. I was down there and I was playing, and I every day it was the same stuff for about 24 hours, just nonstop. Baby Shark, Baby Shark, Baby Shark, to the point where I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna make this enjoyable for myself. I am gonna go downstairs. I took the acapella and I just said, screw it, I'm gonna sample this, and it just. I don't know why I went so nasty with it. I don't know why.
Let me go over here and find this. Hold on, I gotta find it. There she is.
Man.
I'll put it right here. All right.
Man, it'll probably be like around. Let's start playing it like around here because it builds up. Yeah.
Okay.
That'll probably be the best.
All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and start this.
Man.
Just for a little while. Okay.
This is hard.
Right?
This is hard.
You will understand if you have kids and you have heard this song a million times. You're like, look.
Play them this one, and I promise you,
they'll go nuts.
You're gonna have fun too.
You can find this on YouTube. You can find this on YouTube.
Yep. Just type in Baby Shark, AKILLIZ remix. The lions roaring. Why are the lions roaring? What are lions doing in the ocean?
So that was your Little Baby Shark remix, and as much as I hated, like I saw it and I was like, oh my God, tell me I'm not gonna do this to myself.
Oh yeah.
And
actually, you know who reached out after because I made a whole mass message to everybody that follows me and everybody that's doing that, and actually shout out to the game. The gang from California reached out. He was like, "Bro, I see what you're doing." I was like, "When the hardest motherfucker in California, when Compton reaches out and tells you that, you feel good about it."
Right?
I'm like, you know what? Maybe this was the right move.
I got a lot of California artists for my thing tonight. You ever heard of Galavan?
Gavlin. Hey, shout out to Gavlin.
That's what I meant.
We did a couple shows out in California together.
Yeah,
shout out to Gavlin.
great.
She's hard. Who else is that?
I picked up Lady Dice. This is
Reverie. Oh, I know Reverie too.
Yeah.
What's good, Reverie?
And Vel the Wonder.
I don't know Vel.
You don't know Vel?
I don't know Vel.
Okay, and then who else am I got? I got, of course, King Lil G. I got Lady XO.
Yeah.
You know Lady XO?
Yeah. Lady XO's dope.
Okay. Of course, Snow the Product.
Yeah. Shout out to Snow. Shout out to Puma. Shout out to Lexa Great. Shout out to that whole Vibe Higher crew, because y'all killing the game, and I'm watching y'all, and I'm coming for y'all.
Oh
Just
shit!
know, I'm coming for y'all.
All right, and then King Cash.
King Cash is dope.
With two eyes. With two eyes. King Cash with two eyes. I made the spelling error. There's two King Cashes, but they spell them different. So this one is spelled with the King has
Khash.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And the Cash is spelled different too. Okay. Because I was like, what? King Cash? I know him. Yeah. And he was like, no.
He dope though. He dope.
I was like, I know him. He's not Latino. He's not
all jokes aside, every artist that we just named, hey,
California, Mexican.
If y'all just happen to tap in here, hit a boy up. I'm from LA. Right? I'm from Monte, California, so I want to link up with more LA artists.
And,
but I'm in Kansas City, so
And Pachuca, let me find out where she's at. I'm gonna have to stop my live for a minute. But I gotta find out how close they are. They were driving 3.5 hours to get here, so I tried to start a little bit late, but we had to get it rolling. We're gonna run the show probably a little bit late tonight to make sure that they get enough time. Just wanted to let you guys know so you knew what was going on with these other two seats. They are driving a really long way to get here, and I really love that. I had another guest, Spiff Hutchins, aka shout outs to Spiff. He came on about it's been a month and a half ago now. He came all the way from Illinois, so I love it when people come from far places. It shows dedication, and I really love that. So much love.
I just love the fact that I'll be able to network tonight. So.
Right.
It's always great to talk to new artists, especially when they're coming from different cities.
So far, like they're coming from farther away. She did a song with a guy named King Maine. Have you heard of him? He did a song with K Stylus.
I've heard of K Stylus. I haven't heard of King
Okay.
Maine.
He's from Kansas also. King Maine is from Kansas, and he did this song with K Stylus. So they have one.
All y'all artists, y'all gotta hit me up, man. I produce, yo. I really produce. I really produce.
Yeah. Ooh, they need to. Come on, man. I just said, where y'all at? Okay. But we've been on for about a half hour. That's not bad. Speaking of, I'm gonna go ahead and play. We said Gavlin, so I'm gonna go ahead and play Gavlin. Now, keep in mind that I said all of my artists tonight would be it's Latino night. Yeah, right.
Everyone's looking like, wait, nah,
right? Yeah,
bro. You're here. You got to find out here in a second.
Look, all my brothers, even my brothers, my Dela Cruz. I told y'all my last name. My Dela Cruz brothers, they look like white boys too. Right?
Yeah,
so
a lot of people think I just had this happen to me at work today because obviously I have to get a job because
he speaks Spanish better than I do. Like I don't speak his shit compared to him.
So,
I hope so. I hope that's it.
Yeah, hopefully.
No.
So I was just at work today, right? And I walked in and into the clerk's office.
Yeah.
And we start talking, chopping it up, and then somebody walks in and mentions that I'm Mexican, and this girl was like, "No, you're not."
No, you're not.
Like, wait, yes, I am. I was like, I'm Mexican and Salvadorian. And she was like, I'm also Salvadorian. I'm not. Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
Right?
I don't know where this came from. So I'm Mexican and Salvadorian, and she was like, yeah, because I heard that a Hector was coming, but I just didn't. I was expecting something else. I was like, what do you expect? And I was gonna walk in with freaking a poncho and a sombrero. Like, what's a big mustache? And man, I was like,
maybe some tan skin, but no, it's okay. They come, Mexicans come in all various sizes, right? Man, a lot of my family is like pale.
Yeah.
But then I got like uncles that are dark.
Oh no.
Yeah.
90% of my family is pale. My mom's, is dark. My mom's pale. My dad is also. And on my dad's side, they're a little lighter. Mm-hmm. My mom's, they are dark. El Salvador. I mean, that's just how it is. So I'm like, man, I have to prove myself every single time. What they say, Selena? We gotta prove to the Mexicans that we're more Mexican than them.
Yes.
We gotta prove them to the Americans that we're more American than them. That's
right.
Exactly
That's exactly what it is. That's what it is. Because I'm not even gonna lie. Somebody has told me before that I wasn't Mexican enough because I'm not fluent in Spanish. Now, this is because I was raised in foster care by various different white people, and they didn't speak Spanish, so nobody could teach me Spanish, you know? Like, that's just not the way it was.
It happens, though.
Right? It totally happens. So that's why I don't speak Spanish. Mm-hmm. I mean, I can pass a class.
Right.
But that's not the same thing.
Never.
No.
I failed Spanish.
Yeah, you failed Spanish. I ate Spanish, but I can't speak it.
Yeah, not because I didn't know it. It was because I knew it, and because I knew it, I was sitting there like this. Wrong. Telling my teacher, by the way. Wrong. She hated my guts. Oh, I was correcting her all class.
I think I can say this now because I've been out of high school for a long time, but I made some money in Spanish class, dude. I made some money.
That's the messed up part. I did too. I would give everybody the answers to the test, and I would ace my test. The tests were fine. It was the participation
kept this kid
part.
on the football team, right? Man. He said he couldn't fail, or his dad would make him quit football. His daddy bought him a car. He was one of them spoiled kids, so he'd be like breaking me off the allowance money and shit. Like, it was cool.
I wanted that. I went to school in East LA. All I had was a bunch of Mexican friends.
I was lucky. I got to go to one of those kind of schools where all the kids got new cars for their 16th birthdays and bullshit like that. I had to buy my own shit, but they were getting new cars and stuff. Man.
Nah, we did not have that luxury. My friend,
that's where I grew up.
We all had that one friend that had a car, and we all packed in that.
I graduated from that school because there was a point in time when Kansas City's schools lost their accreditation. And
yeah. That's when Northeast and all that too, didn't it?
Yeah, they didn't have any accreditation and stuff. And before that, I went to Paseo for a little while in some schools because it was before I went to permanently live with my dad, so I was like in the system and stuff like that. But so I graduated from the other school.
Right.
But it was nice. It was sweet, and it kept me out of trouble. That was the big thing. Is when I was going to the other schools, I was getting into trouble. I was skipping class. I got held back. Like it took moving and changing my environment.
I was the best. I was not the best student. I was great in class. I was great on my tests. I did good on my grades. But like as a student personally, as a person and going to school, I was getting into fights left and right.
I know, some fights.
The first day of school, I
still have
somebody.
Hold on.
Let me look right here.
I was gonna say I still have a scar from this girl's tooth right here. Can you see that little thing right here?
Yeah.
Man, I punched this girl in the mouth. Those front teeth. You hit them in the mouth, and if their teeth, the teeth will leave a mark. And that was like, God, how old was I? I was like 14,
See how
I think.
Those things are. I wish I could show y'all. No, I can't. No,
you said no. Mine's littler.
Like these are like fat.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Sorry, we're talking about fighting and stuff. We some hoodlums problems in here. We're not. I am not encouraging violence. Please teach your kids that there are other ways to solve their problems, because that's how King Von got shot. They all lost their tempers, and we're not here trying to set the example. That's how we used to be, but we have grown into adults, and I don't fight when I want to.
I'm say right now, though, if somebody slaps you, you better beat their ass. Oh, no. If somebody hits you,
you better beat their ass. But
don't initiate a fight.
That's self-defense.
Yeah,
That's self-defense.
Don't initiate a fight. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, let's play that Gavlin right now. She's dope. So check her out. Her name is spelled Gavlyn. This feature is Reverie, and the name of this song is called Looking Back.
Hey, yo, what's up, man? I'm Red, man. It's been a minute. How you ladies doing nowadays?
Come on, there we go.
All right, now we can talk, right?
Yeah, we can talk here, and it's only live here.
Got you.
So, but yeah. Oh, okay. Here we go. Let's see. Yes. Lost. Don't be lost.
No.
Don't be 76. She's got the address correct. Yeah, she's got the address correct. I told her it was a small yellow building. Hold on. Dang.
I need to work with these people.
Man.
I need to hit them up. Honestly, I need to hit California back up.
For real. I was listening to this stuff. She's so dope.
Yeah, we got...
And Lady XO too. I was like, oh my gosh.
She's cold-blooded.
I downloaded first. I was like, fuck, I gotta get some dudes in here. The females out there are rocking California.
But you got your King Lil G's though.
Yeah, you got King Lil G.
Yeah, you got your
you
got CNG out there killing the game.
King Cash wrote the disc.
Yeah,
right?
like come on, like don't play us out like that. Hold up. You got me. Well, Kansas City got me right now, but you know what I mean.
Right?
Man.
All right, they here. I'm like, come in, we on. We on. All right. So I'm still doing my little watch party on here. All right, so let me ask you. I gotta ask you some interview questions because I know we've been bullshitting a little bit.
I thought we were just gonna wait for them to
Yeah. We can do that too. Yeah, we can do. I don't get. Oh shit! I just ended my watch party. I didn't mean to do that. It's okay. They can watch. Right? Evelyn. Yay! Yay! All right, come on over here and have a seat. I'm glad. How you doing? Okay, I need you to sit here next to me, and Big C sits on the end. Long ride. Yes, long drive. Thank you.
We left at 10:30 a.m. in the morning. We're finally getting here.
Oh my goodness.
We had a business meeting in Salina we hit up, so that took a little bit longer than we thought it was going to.
Yeah. Okay. So if you go to the One Voice Radio page, there should be a link for the live stream, and you can share that a little bit so that people can see it.
Yeah.
Hey,
you have to go to the One Voice Radio.
Hey,
Oh my god.
That poncho's hard.
Nice
I'm a
to meet
Rams
you.
fan,
Voice
but
Radio.
I'm gonna let it slide. I'm gonna let
It's fucked up.
I'm gonna hug, okay? I'm gonna hug because you're here. Okay. Oh, no problem. I'm glad you guys are here.
I got the app. Well, I had the app. I had to delete it because my phone's retarded.
Oh shit. Go to the Facebook page.
Facebook page. Look at this one.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to even wear.
Man.
For me,
You said
I feel bad. Like
It's all right.
Listen,
I'm okay.
I don't wear
I'm
red.
okay with it.
I don't wear
You don't wear
red.
red? I'm like, man, it's in my blood. Like, I've been raised to be a Raider hater.
And that's the link.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
That's the link.
That's
wear
the
red.
one. We need the one with this
I'm
logo.
from Salina, Kansas.
Right.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Dope.
It's a trip. A lot of people think I'm from Califas.
No, you.
Right?
Yeah, you sound like a motherfucker from Califas.
Yeah.
I'm from Califas, so I'm like.
Orale, yeah. See, a lot of my influences were from California.
Gotcha.
Right?
Not finding it.
Yeah, it's wild.
You can't find it? I don't know if you can scan that.
Oh, this is tight.
Yeah, so that's where we are.
I see
There
y'all
you
fools.
are.
All right.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
We're live on Facebook right now.
That one? Is that the one that you
Oh,
want
should
to
we
get?
That's
live
the link for
You
the
said we live.
All right,
Yours
man.
videos.
Shit.
Videos?
Yeah, we in the building, man. We just got here,
You might
man.
have to like it.
About to get it in.
Feel like I should have brought a bottle now.
I got so much to talk about. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready, y'all.
Let's watch on.
Okay.
I'm about to break it down on some
All
real
right.
shit tonight.
So that last song that we were, hold on, let me get back on my speaking. The last song that we were listening to was Gavlin. Have you guys heard her?
No.
No?
Cold blooded, bro.
Cold,
That's-
right?
It almost sounds like I need to.
Yes, you do.
That's Cali.
That's Cali.
David, bro.
Okay.
Alright.
New school. She's super new school.
I got more Cali music. I got hella Cali music, right?
Hell
Because
yeah.
I was like, you know what? We're gonna do our Latino thing tonight.
Yes,
Right?
yes, man. That's
So
what it's all about, for real.
I'm gonna support all of my Latino artists tonight. I
Real
got
quick, I'm gonna go live.
Okay.
Homies here.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Before we start over again, let's just say.
Yeah.
Okay, I need
got
to
one
introduce
thing
my
to say.
people. Hold on. They all
Okay,
walked in.
yeah,
I need to
yeah,
tell
yeah,
everybody
yeah.
who
Yeah,
just walked in the door
yeah.
while I had that song playing. The people who are listening over the app, now they can hear.
Yay!
There's more people here. And we have Pachuca and Big C in the room with us tonight. He walked in wearing his Raider stuff, and I in my Kansas City Chiefs gear.
But I'm a Chiefs fan. It's kinda
Right?
messed up.
You know, it's okay. It's okay. I
I'm
shall
calling you
love.
out, bro.
Hey, man! I did grow up on the Raiders, but I'm a Chiefs fan.
You know, it's okay. It's all right.
cool,
And
it's cool.
yeah.
But hey, you know what? Who wants to bang it out?
The Rams did, and we came on top. So you know.
Right?
Hey,
The Rams,
Hey,
you
you know what,
St.
baby?
Louis
LA.
Rams.
wearing this, I do deserve to get called out.
Man,
I don't know.
No.
I don't that much, but yeah, it's
know.
great to be here.
I'm glad you
Really
guys
is.
finally made it. Like that's a
Yeah.
long ride. You guys have been really
long
busy
drive.
today.
Journey, man.
Tell us what you guys have been up to. Like, what got you here today? You guys were busy and stuff. Tell everybody what you were doing
I'll let
today.
them know what we
Oh my
did
goodness.
before we got here.
Well, big thank you to Elias Moreno for meeting with us today in Salina, Kansas. He just went to another meeting with in Salina. They put together a committee and a coalition to help with the police brutality and that has been going on in Salina. It's been going on since before we were born. My grandpa actually sued the Salina Police Department back in the 70s and won. You know, so
Oh, man.
for what they did to my uncle.
deep.
So
It's deep out there.
It's deep,
It's
yeah.
deep, you know?
And Elias's father, Larry Moreno, may he rest in peace. He died of COVID-19. He died from COVID a couple months ago. And so we just keep pushing with the civil rights and for his sake and for the sake of our grandpa who had passed away 2 years ago. He was a GI Forum chair, and Elias's dad legalized hundreds and hundreds of individuals in Salina, Kansas, and so we're just carrying that on. And so with that, Elias has become the director. He is now the director of our Undocumented Families Fund. I am so excited. We are putting together a committee, so we would like some individuals from Kansas City to join the coalition, the committee, which is a statewide. We've been doing this in Hutchinson. We've been raising funds. 10% of all.
It's like a unspoken thing because we're still trying to get things figured out.
Yeah.
But the mission's we've been carrying out the mission.
Okay, so
Yeah.
tell us what the mission is exactly, and what's the name of the committee?
So it's called the Undocumented Families Fund, and we started doing this a couple years ago, and we've been, I think this is our third year now in operation. Last year we finally raised enough funds to legalize one individual in Hutchinson, Kansas, and that tells you all the events and stuff that we do, how hard and how expensive it really is to pay attorneys and to get all the paperwork straightened out, depending on the person's depending on the person's background and what they've been through, and if they have a criminal record or not, and how they got here, and all kinds of stuff depends on how expensive it's going to be. And
I got family that had to go through that whole process.
Yes,
people don't understand how much.
They really don't.
Just to elaborate a little bit more on it, since you understand, I just got married. Love you, baby.
Jesus, I'm taken. Ladies,
wiped up, y'all. But yeah, I have a woman that came over at one point in time in her life, and I'm dealing with it.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm looking to help her out as well. And we've been together. All right, y'all gonna trip out a little bit. All right, we've been together for about 17, 18 years and just got married.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Who can say that?
Right.
Yeah,
that's a long
most
time.
people aren't even married that long. That's why I tell them, like, I'm divorced. So
I appreciate it, guys. Appreciate
divorced
it.
people.
I'm divorced, so I don't know.
Some people like, man, like, oh wow,
Never been
but
married
yeah,
people.
but hey, there's nothing wrong with that,
Right?
Yeah, proceed with caution. No lie. If the man don't love you, then don't do it.
No. I had one stuff wasn't right, and I had one of my friends. He did something a little bit illegal.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit illegal. He looked into his military background and why he was really discharged from the military.
Oh man!
Because the dude wouldn't tell me.
That's deep.
Yeah.
He wouldn't read me the paper, but he wouldn't let me see it.
Oh. Yeah.
So I made a little phone call. And I was like, look into it for me because this ain't right.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
I was like, you know what? You got to go right now.
Just to elaborate on what you're saying.
Yeah.
Is what I've learned. I'm 32 now. I just had a birthday. Halloween baby. Halloween birthday.
Trick or treat, baby.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
I'm starting to understand a little bit more that you can't hide anything from anybody.
Yeah.
No, you just gotta be an
open book, and because that does something for you.
Right.
When you just hide things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, to elaborate, like, what you were saying is like, yeah, that does nothing good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
It does nothing good
I
at
knew
all.
that was not a good sign. It was.
And and the thing is, like with our undocumented families fund, is that there are individuals who are married that that I have a homegirl that she's extremely talented, but if we don't get her legalized, then we'll never know the potential of her talent because she can't own her own business. She can't. She can do underground, selling her stuff underground, but we'll never see where it really could have got her. And unfortunately, her husband has to provide for the whole household, and they have like 7 kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how is he doing it? I don't even know. He works so much overtime. It's ridiculous. And I had a long talk with him one night, about a couple hours long. She was out. I went there to go pick up a piece that I bought, and we were sitting there chopping it up. And he was like, homegirl, I buy her all these things, and I want to motivate her and everything. But finally, after talking to her, I figured out what her lack of motivation was, and that was she doesn't have papers. Mm-hmm. So why go out and make all this money if she can't?
But that'll help her case too.
But if somebody, unfortunately, the sad part is if she were to do business like that and start doing really good, then they'll start coming after her because she's not paying taxes, and then she's gonna get in trouble for that, and she's gonna be illegal. So then, boom, we got 2 problems with you, and then so. I told her, I was like, listen, you can only operate underneath your husband for so long. You can only use him and his credit and his for so much and get away for so long, because I was married one time to an undocumented individual and I legalized him. And he actually had a interesting criminal record that I was able to overcome when most people can't overcome that in Wichita, Kansas. But I was able to do so because I had a year's worth of mail. I had resume. I had letters of recommendation. We had 2 people, me and my mom both sponsoring him, not just one person. We had 2 people sponsoring him. And because I have a stellar record, and I've been working with civil rights since I was 16 years old. So to see who I work with and to know my family and what my family has done They were like, "Oh, we're not going to mess with this person," and they let things, things slide. Unfortunately, he did not run off. He did not take off running with that. He actually just unfortunately relapsed, and who knows where he's at to this day? I don't know.
And we could honestly give a shit about where he's at.
No, we don't.
It's okay.
To be honest, but
too far.
I want to hear
kinds of
about
things are hard.
your experience.
Yeah,
as well,
our
about
pretty much
documentation and stuff like that.
my stepdad's
is good.
illegal
That was
pretty
good.
much. It's we had a situation where ICE actually came in and kicked in our door, gave us a bullcrap case that they said that they were looking for a child pornography case. They were looking into one in the neighborhood. Showed up, and when they showed up, they knocked on the door, went in for that, and then automatically started asking about my stepdad.
Wow.
Took my mom with them and had her driving around trying to find them. And it just became one of those situations. She ended up marrying him and all that stuff, and all that. They're working on all that process now. But no, I've seen how the system does it. They'll come at you just for no reason.
Yeah. And,
figure out.
like I've I love that we're talking about this because we have to keep an open line of communication. It's very important to do. And so, I've been pulled over. And just right away, I've had a cop pull up with the dog leash and put his arm on my window, my homeboy's window of his ride, and just we already knew right away when you got the leash.
Yeah.
And then they started fucking with us.
Oh no, dude! My situation, I had a dude. A cop pulled me over. I'm fair skinned, right? So like, you don't.
Yeah,
I'm saying,
So like they see me.
I could pass
they see
off
me
as
driving.
right.
They
You know
see
what I'm
me
saying?
driving, and it's cool, and everything's fine.
Yeah.
Until they get my license,
Yeah.
they pull it back over
Same
there. I
here,
had a
man.
situation where the cop was so cool with me the whole beginning.
Yeah.
And then once he got all that stuff, went back, came over there, made up a warrant.
Yeah.
They had a whole county go over there to pick me up. They drove me over to that county that supposedly I had that warrant, and the cop, when I showed up there, told me there's nothing here. I don't know who gave them that.
They just picked you up for no reason.
They were like,
who knows?
yeah. Oh no, we know.
Yeah, we know.
We know.
We know.
But I've had those situations, and it's more or less, dude. That's how it works. As soon as they see Latino on your Hispanic on your
my name,
license.
probably who knows how people perceive me or take me, or whatever. But Alejandro Juan Garcia, and that's my name.
Hector Felipe, dude.
So you're already like.
Yeah,
hands up. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm always chilling in the beginning. And as soon as I give it to them, I'm like, all right, here we go.
Just cause you know what's.
I got adopted.
Yeah.
And so my government last name doesn't look Mexican.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah.
Well, tell me about that.
So my
That's
Facebook,
crazy.
okay.
Not crazy, but
All right. Well, when I was a kid, some shit went down in my family, and we got taken away, and they revoked my parents' parental rights.
Yeah.
And they adopted us out to different families, and
wow.
yeah. So
Wow.
Me and my baby brother, we got different white last names. Different white last names, and my older brother and older sister were old enough. My sister got emancipated, and they were able to keep our last name as Dela Cruz. And
okay.
So Dela Cruz is my family name, and that's what I go by on Facebook. But that is not my government name. That's some other shit I'm not telling.
And you know what? and that's what I love about the show. I can already tell, like, we're just keeping it real funky. You know,
right? We are. I'm being real honest.
Real raw with it.
Before we get into it, I wanted to say this. Because I've been wanting to say it all day. Fuck Donald Trump.
Yes!
This dude.
Yay, hooray!
I'm sorry.
I didn't like any of them. I didn't like any of them.
You know, they were like a stupid wall.
Shouts out to Biden,
the
man.
worst idea ever.
Now we should take that funding and give it to the American people.
Right? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Because we need them stimulus checks.
Man,
Yes,
oh
we do.
man, that's one thing I can honestly give to Donald Trump is that he did do that.
But that wasn't enough. Like that's just like a small.
He did do the unemployment too. I mean, I'll give him that too, but it's not enough.
It was a Band-Aid situation.
It was a Band-Aid, yeah.
If I were him, I would have pulled my people to the side and been like,
I'm sorry, they threw out $1,200 one time.
Yeah,
one time.
That's it.
And all them people who
you're
are
good.
at the
One
election,
time.
Keep it.
Yeah.
You keeping
all
it
those
real?
people who are at the
Homeboy
election
keeping it real over
sites,
here.
like protesting it, how come they didn't call them terrorists? Those should be
Bro,
domestic terrorism.
I saw
That's
a
domestic
video.
terrorism. They are trying to fight
Yeah.
our democracy.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, bro, I saw people praying in front of these places for them to stop counting on these votes. I was
my
like,
God.
my mind's
They're
thinking God's not
Looney
with you
Tunes.
right now.
You know,
Oh, no.
but you know what's crazy though?
What?
Pachuca, give it to him. All
right, go ahead.
Some gems on him.
okay.
Because this is what she does. This is what she does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went to college for political science.
Okay.
And you know, I literally call out everything before it even happens because I already know what they're doing because that's the way my mind works.
Right.
Right.
I'm a systematic thinker,
Right.
so I can even call out some manipulative crap that somebody's trying to pull on somebody from a mile away without me hardly even knowing that person or that
Right.
situation.
Yeah.
Because they could just tell me, and I'm like, oh, well, this is what's gonna go down, and da 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 da, and then it all falls into place, and it's like, I'm not a sidekick. I don't have those kind of powers. I swear to God, I'm
Everything
not.
works in patterns. Everything works in.
But yes,
flows. That's
every
Well said,
person
my brother.
has
Well said.
everybody has a pattern. Everybody has a
plays out
system.
in a certain
Everybody
way,
has a system
you
which
know?
they do
Yeah,
things.
well said, man.
So
Yeah.
for me, you know, locally, I sit. I'm on our church's stewardship council, which runs all the missions in the church. Then I also. I've been to city council meetings, and I'm about to get on this subject. Tenant landlord rights.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on top of that. I've been there.
You guys
I've been at the city council meetings. You can look it up on YouTube. On YouTube. So if you live in Hutchinson, Kansas, and you want to know what's going on in your town, just go on YouTube, look it up. You can. I posted one on my Facebook page. So if you go to Facebook, you have Alicia Pachuca Garcia. You can find what I was talking about on my Facebook page. And then I also I specialize in equal employment law and immigration law. So
She ain't lying.
you know that's why we started doing our immigration deal because I actually have the papers in my house to do everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So, but
But also keep in mind
Yeah.
that on top of that, you know,
yeah,
this is all, you know, just self love and
yeah,
learning.
no,
Like, you
yeah.
know,
I just do it because you know I'll be sitting in my house one day and I'll get a thought in my head and I know it's God telling me, so I go and I follow that. So I won't even be thinking about it. It just comes to me and I know that I got to follow it. So. You know, and the thing is too, like I spoke at the Black Lives Matters protest we had in Hutchinson, Kansas. We had 800 wonderful individuals come out and show out and come and peacefully protest. We have an awesome mayor that spoke and joined and is with us on our civil rights. We have an awesome chief of police that vowed to fire any Hutchinson police officer that ever makes us feel threatened or says a racial comment. Period. They
real?
will be fired in Hutchinson,
Kansas, is that deep?
yeah, and Hutchinson, unfortunately, we are considered a what's it called? We're a place that gives people asylum, the immigration.
Sanctuary city.
Sanctuary.
There you go.
We're a
Yeah.
sanctuary city.
Searching
Thank
for
you.
it, yeah.
A sanctuary city
Yeah.
they call us, but we're just the chief of police just knows what his job is, and that is to
Yeah.
protect the citizens of Hutchinson, Kansas, which means anybody who lives there.
Yeah.
That does not mean their immigration status. They are not immigration and customs enforcement. They are at Hutchinson Police Department. So that's where they stick to. That's their mission. And then we partner with National Night Out. So National Night Out is just an appreciation night that people do across the nation and across the world, actually, to show appreciation to their firefighters and their police department. So we get out, they come out, and it also falls during Hispanic Heritage Month. So we've turned it into National Night Out and Hispanic Heritage Month. And we give out free tacos and you get free entertainment.
Yeah.
I love tacos.
Hey, y'all have tacos. What's good?
Free to the public. They come out, they get to see artwork, they get to register to vote, they get to
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Fucking
the kids get to
you
play
know.
games, and it's all free to the public.
like
We
that.
love-
I'm
like 3-5.
Hey,
I like 3-5. pots if they're made and they're fried right.
Yeah.
They're made right,
If
yeah.
they're made right, then I mess with them.
Pipa?
Tripas.
That's what they make
I don't know that.
menudo.
Tripas. It's like the
Tripe. It's
tripe.
I like menudo.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
it's chitlins.
Yeah.
It's chitlins. That's
No,
right.
Yeah,
not.
it's like the
Cow stomach.
leftovers.
It's fried.
Yeah.
It's
Cow stomach
fried
chitlins
chitlins.
Yeah,
is
it's-
pig intestine.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
there you go.
And
Yeah.
that's exactly what it is.
Lengua. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, tacos de lengua.
We go all day long.
About
Oh,
these
yeah.
different-
The
Right,
food,
that stuff is
the
so
tacos,
delicious.
dog.
I swear to
Yes.
God.
Don't give me out food.
So,
I might be skinny,
Yo,
but I
yeah.
eat. I eat.
For real.
right now,
Man.
we're actually, I want everybody
Don't
out there
play.
to keep a lookout. I have been fighting my own issues with a
Yeah.
landlord who is trying to kick me and my children out by December 5th or December 6th out of the home that I've paid for.
Oh.
That I'm not somebody who doesn't pay the rent.
Yeah.
Yes, I've gone behind. I've been late because I unfortunately lost over 400. At one point it was $1,000 a month, but now I've gotten to a point where I've lost only $400 a month.
That's good.
And I've been able to make it because of the grace of God and the wonderful people out there like Rally Reno and Salvation Army. Shout out to
What up?
Shauna, the director, and Denise, the director of Rally Reno. I appreciate you guys coming to our aid. Now, they have the funds to relocate my family if we need to do that, but my attorney says we are not to leave.
Yeah.
Now, these people, somebody bought the house.
Yeah, they already said it. That's fucked
But
up.
the thing is that it was an
Ain't that
illegal
shit fucked
purchase.
up? I think it's
So now I have to
fucked
leave.
up,
Oh, an
right?
illegal
I think it's a
purchase?
little
Because it was supposed to be
A
sold
lot
to
fucked
a
up.
landlord, a person who was buying it for an investment property. So now the
boy.
real estate agency is going to get sued. They're going to lose their licenses.
Yeah.
All this stuff because they decided to not. They knew there was a tenant in the home, so why didn't you ask for a copy of the lease?
Right.
I carry a copy with my lease agreement with me actually at all times. It's a 2-year lease. My first year will be up in January. I still have a whole nother year. So you're trying to tell the person that think they're going to move in on the 6th that they're going to have to wait a year to move in their home. They will be gone.
Oh, yeah.
And the thing is, the guy trying to kick me out, trying to say it's bought, but it's not because of COVID. My friend Kimberly Rodriguez, shout out Kimberly. She sits on
What's
the
up,
state
Kimberly?
housing committee, and they can't even get it out of escrow until 45 days.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They can't even get it out of escrow. They can't even close it right now because of COVID. It's 45 days or more plus.
Yeah.
You know,
knows.
to get it out of
God,
escrow. So she's like, so he's lying to you.
Yeah.
And he's trying to get you and your family out without taking you to court. If he
Yeah.
wants to get you guys out, he's gonna have to take you to court. He's gonna have to
go
spend
through
his
the
day in
right
court.
steps.
And I've
Yes.
told him
Yeah,
before.
you
Like
gotta
you
go
said.
through the
Like,
right
I've-
steps.
Because, I mean, let me ask
It's
you
a
this. Let me
process.
ask you this
Yeah.
real quick. You know, like, have you ever experienced anything like that in your life?
Not really.
I have it.
No.
No, it's, the thing is that
I was
look.
like,
I have repeatedly in Hutchinson, Kansas,
Me neither.
repeatedly
The whole point. The whole
have ran
point.
into
The
this
whole
with
point.
landlords.
Yeah, me
As a
too.
single mother,
No,
when I was
yeah.
married, I never ran into this. But as a single Latina mother of 3 children, I work 2 jobs and I do music and a model and I do it for my babies.
Yeah.
I do it because they need to know, my daughters need to know that it doesn't matter if you have a man, you can make it anyways.
one thing that you probably like, and I think a lot of other people have had to learn with
Yes.
COVID is you
Yes.
have to change the way that you're moving.
It's your perception.
It
You
is,
have
and it's
to change.
hard.
It
Yeah.
is
Oh,
hard.
yeah.
It is hard.
Hard.
But it can be done, and you don't.
Yes.
Sometimes you don't even. You just have to change the way you work.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the way you work.
evolved,
Yeah,
definitely.
you evolve.
Yes.
And that's what
Well
I
said.
think is a beautiful part of what I see has happened in your life.
Yeah.
You have been able to grow and
She's
still
she's
do what you live
strong
for.
woman.
Yes.
still do everything that you live for.
Exactly.
Still go after all of your passions. You
keep it real
are
around
very
here, man, for
passionate.
real.
Yeah.
And,
unfortunately, this man is using his money to wait me and my family out. We're starting to exhaust all of our resources, unfortunately.
And then you do that.
And
Oh, and
Go ahead
you know,
and do that.
so
and that-
what we're asking at this point, what we're doing is we're starting a campaign to anybody that can donate money to my family. we need the help like as soon as possible. And I've never ever taken to social media.
Yeah.
I've never ever once in my life ever asked for my family in particular. I've always been out there working for other families,
people.
and I still do it even though I'm struggling. But my family needs the help right now. We're tonight before midnight we will have a GoFundMe page started.
Okay.
And this will help pay for the legal fees, because right now all I have is a Kansas legal aid attorney, and I don't feel like she's giving me the right. She's saying we have to wait for him to take me to court. I said no, I don't want to wait, because I know from a legal standpoint, if I take him to court first, I will have the upper hand.
Yeah.
If he takes me to court first,
The right lawyer will always find a way.
I will not have the upper hand.
Yeah,
I will
the
be
right
fighting
lawyer will
defense.
always find a way.
You
They
know?
will not say no. We
Exactly.
cannot make that happen. They will not.
Yeah,
say
they-
we cannot
go
fight
ahead,
that.
go ahead.
The
Yeah.
right lawyer will always find a
What
way.
do you have to
Not
say?
only that, I mean, not
Yeah,
only that.
I know we have a lot to say. I want
I also
to hear.
need to play
I want to
his
hear what
music.
you want to
It is
say.
And I need to play his music, and I want you
Hell
guys to
yeah.
hear it.
Hell
So
yeah.
Yeah.
It is that. It
We'll
is that
definitely get
aspect.
to
Just
the
before we
music
get into
for
that, before that,
Okay.
it is that aspect of if you go into court. And like you said, and you bring them in there, you do have that leverage. When you let them do it, that you literally just let them game plan their whole strategy before they even stepped in the booth, before you even stepped in the room, and you have no idea when that's gonna happen.
Exactly.
So it can hit you in
Exactly,
surprise.
and I told her, I said, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna take what you're saying. I'm sorry, because I have 3 kids and we have nowhere to go.
Right.
And this man
Yeah.
legally has to give us another house,
And then
move us to another house,
And the
or
thing,
sell it to
the thing
somebody
is,
else.
there's a lot of pain
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we're not gonna let that happen.
But the thing is, hold on. The thing is, we're here to
Yeah.
Talk
You're
about.
a strong woman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You run a company.
Yes.
You keep it all real.
Yes.
You know, but basically, man, you know, like. So to just kind of get to the music, I don't know. We got
Yeah, we gotta get to these songs. We gotta talk about the
some
music.
things
We started
to
to go
do.
down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, some things to do. You know,
Yes.
we
Yes.
we have a lot of
yes.
shit that
Keep
we
a
can
lookout,
talk about.
everybody, though, for that, because
Okay.
we will
Yeah.
be going hard on that.
We have a lot going on. We
Yeah.
gotta get to the tunes,
Right.
and you
'Cause
guys
when
gonna
you guys-
love it.
Guys,
you guys got
You'll
here-
hear it in the music now.
When you guys got here,
Now.
we were just about ready to start playing his music because we had talked
Hell
for a
yeah.
while.
I'm so excited
So,
to hear
Let's
it.
play it, man. Shit.
I want to play. Let's talk about Corazon.
Yeah.
Corazon.
That's,
I say it the right way.
Yeah,
I
give it to me.
the
Yes, sir. Give
song.
it to me, dog.
So
What's
that
up
was
with it?
that was a file name. The actual song itself
Okay.
is
Yeah.
called Pásame la Botella.
Okay.
Shit,
if I had one,
it's
I
a
would.
right. I got it. So I just recently split with my baby mama and all that stuff, and you know I got into that mindset. and
Your
I-
Yeah.
baby mama
I thought-
issues are so crazy to me
Yeah.
because you got.
Yeah, so I don't even want to talk about it.
They're all out there, guys.
Yeah.
They're everywhere. Yeah.
So the song itself originally was supposed to be like sad, you know, like it was one of those.
Yeah.
But then I was like, dude, I'm single. I'm making my music. I'm making money doing this. I'm
There you
actually
go,
living my
yeah.
life. I was like, you know what, dude? Let's make it a celebratory
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
And that's what this song is.
I love it. Let's play it. I want to hear it, man.
Okay.
Yo, let's
Yeah.
go. I want to hear
Alright.
that shit, man. Hell yeah, man. I love you guys, man. This is awesome. I love this vibe. I love
Yeah.
we get on real shit all day long. You know?
I used to sit here and talk for a long time. Now, have you thought about doing an English version?
Eventually, this is all for licensing, so
Okay.
yeah, I gotta keep it Latin.
Okay. They put one of his songs on a TV show on VH1. VH1.
Oh, shit.
It's like a soundtrack.
Bravo, I'm everywhere.
That's awesome. Hey, bro,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
awesome.
There's a- right?
That's awesome. That's awesome, homie. You know, I think that's everyone's goal is to,
Yeah.
is to get to at least get.
Yeah.
My older brother, when he
that.
first met you, he was like, I want to hear more. Tell me how his career goes.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, he said you were one to watch. And I was
No,
like, yeah.
I like the content, homie. I really do. Like, you know, like for those who do understand what he's talking about,
Right.
you know, like just really listen and lend the ear for real. Like, now let me ask you this: how long ago did you record this?
About 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
All right.
You know what's crazy? And I try to tell people, it's like there's so much material that us artists that we do put out, that we sit on, and you know that still carries weight because
The lyrics themselves, the production I did 2 years ago, the lyrics themselves started off as a sad song.
Yeah.
We got back together, and then we broke up again, and
Yep,
that's
that's
where
what
it
I
became.
figured.
And that's where it became this.
because it's like.
Okay. I was like,
And that was
what?
You know, it's kind of like,
Like,
you
you
know
broke
what?
up with your baby mama, when?
I'm doing me. I'm not letting you get to me. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I love it, man.
Yeah.
Right?
So how long you guys been doing this, man?
Me, I've been doing this for 5 years now.
5 years?
Yeah.
Now, what got you to this point?
Recently, the connections, dude. Building.
Network.
I don't meet.
Guys,
If I meet anybody, it's automatic contact.
I always say go to shows.
And that's it.
Oh, you have to.
You have to. Like,
Don't be a hater.
don't be haters. Go to shows.
Go out
Support other
and
artists.
support people
You
like
go
my
to
homeboy
those
right
shows.
here.
Go to other people's shows.
Yeah.
Like Sick and Twisted. Come out and support and show some love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to homie
Hey, that
Alan
was-
Wayne because
I
I
like
went
where
out.
that
I went
was.
into.
Shout out to Alan Wayne.
Dope.
Hey.
Yeah.
What is he in Kansas City now? Is he? Are you sure?
Well, shoot. He's
I don't
all
know if
over
he's in the
place.
state right now.
Who knows if he's in the state right now or if he's in Washington? Or
He might be in
Oklahoma.
Washington.
I don't know. He's
Alan-
traveling.
Alan
home.
Alan Wayne be moving around.
Hey, what up,
Yes.
homie?
I really appreciate. I really had fun interviewing him.
Yeah.
Right?
It was a
I was
fun
gonna say,
night.
to be honest, man,
He's
you
a
know,
good
my
dude.
sister does a lot of the behind the scenes things nowadays. You know, I'm very proud of her.
Yeah.
What she's accomplished, because you know we could go into it all day long.
Yeah.
But you know, she stepped away from the game for a long time.
Yeah.
I took a year off, bro.
I did. I took 6 years
Yeah, I
off, my
haven't.
friend.
Yeah,
it was,
man.
And it was crazy because my brother is still holding it down, you know, and he still had all the equipment at the house. And so when my ex-husband was like, okay, we'll move to Hutch and I'll let you do your thing or whatever.
Yeah.
That's how it all started. Unfortunately, he didn't last but 4 months into me being back into music.
Right.
And then ever since, you know, I've had to cut off a lot of people because they can't handle. They can't handle the constant like.
You are not.
I have people.
You are. Thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
let us know what's up,
handle it.
man. Let us know what's up.
That whole-
Elaborate on that.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
Situation,
She killed it.
the whole situation
You
with,
just said
with,
something
with my,
and struck a chord.
the whole situation with my whole damn, I don't want to say it. I don't want
No,
to.
you have.
yeah,
No, this is
those
the
are-
reason
Hey,
why we do this.
Yeah.
Right?
This is why we do it.
Yeah.
That's why we do it.
So
It's very
the
important.
main situation is that, and I peeped it out with my baby mama was the same situation. It was when I started doing it, she was there, she was supportive and all that because you know.
Okay,
it was
yeah,
local,
all right, we can
it was
talk about
local,
this.
It was
Yeah,
small.
we
No,
can
it's
talk
good
about
stuff.
this.
It's
We
good
can talk
stuff. We
about
need to
this.
talk about
It was
it.
local.
Ass out.
watching.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
I like this.
He might be watching, but yeah,
This is why we're here.
I love. So I it was local.
I do this
it
shit
was
'cause I love
small.
it.
So
Same
she
here.
was
Yes.
she was on that. You know. Okay. Yeah. I support you. When it started ramping up. When it really began to ramp up, she started seeing me do shows. I'm traveling. I'm doing all that. That's when it was too much.
It was too much.
Yeah, she couldn't handle it anymore.
You know, so it gets down to this. It's like, well, she didn't support you.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
When you start, okay, it's one thing when you're recording music and like, you know, that's one thing. Oh yeah, you hit play and oh yeah, we're in the ride and we're cruising and you're bumping.
Yeah, they're gassing you up.
But
Yeah.
when you're taking it to the next level, like when you're really pursuing your dreams
All that
on a
little
real
stuff that goes into it, all the real little work that goes into it.
Yeah.
It's not just all that fun stuff and like you see me on here.
The music
I'm
is
like,
the
yeah,
best
you
part.
see me on there, and you think it's cool because you know people know who I am and everything.
Yeah.
But it's all the little stuff that goes into
Yes.
it, like the little time you
Making
spend on
the
your
music
computer.
is a fun part.
I miss the
That-
movie
that is
because
easy
I'm sitting there on my fucking.
It is.
It's all the nitty gritty behind
Yeah.
it. I have
The alone
paperwork.
time I need to write.
I have paperwork. This stack
You know?
of paperwork that for licensing that I have to go through.
Yes.
Flip sheets. I gotta call.
That
I gotta call
paperwork.
people. I gotta call.
I make all the contracts, so typing up all the contracts and
it takes a real special
talking
kind of
with
person,
everybody and negotiating.
There's not too many of those.
All the time, yes. And it's like, and we work with people from all coasts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'm
one
getting
thing
hit up at
I'm
all
really-
different times of day because these
really
people
stressing
think
is
it's
important.
a decent time of day to get a hold of you. In actuality, I was actually sleeping right now home, but I'm gonna wake up and deal with this right now.
Oh, yeah.
That was one thing I said to my
license
aunt in
company I work for
Arizona.
is based off in Toronto. I'm doing stuff out like international.
I love that,
I'm
man.
doing A-band
In Canada,
numbers,
yeah.
ABAN numbers.
Not
I'm doing,
just
like,
in the US.
Stuff that you're
That's
not just hitting.
awesome.
You know,
Yeah.
it's not like here, just give for payment and all that.
Yeah.
It's not just, I'm going to give you my account and my routing number and that's it. No, I got to get IBAN numbers. I got to get their IP numbers. I got to make sure that everything's freaking nice and coordinated because international funds coming
and the thing is,
Yes.
people don't understand that unless they take those steps to
Exactly.
and one piece of paper's off and the IRS
One piece of
can screw
paper.
you.
That's all it is the piece
The
of paper.
IRS can screw you.
Yep.
Like it could be so.
Yeah, another
simple
country
that.
might come after
Yeah.
you because another country, right?
A whole
Like-
another
Nah,
wall,
man. Let's play some more music, man.
Yeah.
What's
Right,
going
right.
on, man? I'm loving
You
this
guys ever heard of King Lil G?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
We've done.
And I can't believe I said that.
G, that is the homeboy.
Right.
Susio's.
Sucio
That is the
Nation.
homeboy out there. We
I
have done
actually
work
opened up for him like 3 times.
Yeah, I've done some
Yeah,
shows with
he
kids.
was
Oh,
here.
yeah,
in
man.
when was the
Hell
last
yeah.
time he was here? He was.
was he at Aftershock?
Yeah.
Yes, it was at Aftershock. That was the last time he
opened
was
up
here.
that show.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
Aftershock.
Okay, that might have been it.
I think it was a little while before we brought Criminal out here to Aftershock.
Yeah.
That's the homeboy too. Shouts out to Mr. Criminal.
Yeah.
Right.
Shouts out to Mr. Shadow. Shouts out to the homies here,
Oh, she
man.
got a rap game, dog.
Yeah.
Little Yogi.
Yeah,
you got
YB.
YB.
Lil
Peanuts.
Fuente was cracking.
Hypnotic.
That whole Chicano rap game is
Those are my boys,
And the
my
thing is,
brothers.
like that's why we're here.
Right.
Because we.
No, I'm from El Monte, dog. I grew up with
I mean, we were just in the IE.
Yeah. Oh,
In the
yeah.
IE, we were out there in Riverside,
Man.
Right.
and we're sitting on some shit's about to drop, some videos about to drop.
Yeah.
And shout there, like she said, shouts out to
I'm excited for
Hypnotic.
that. I like videos.
Yeah, shouts out to Opina. Man, I'm gonna tell you a quick story, man. Oh shit, alright. Listen to music.
Right? See?
We was out there
So
in
hard. I love this song.
Riverside, bro, and the homeboy Opina took us up to this mountaintop. I'm from the flatlands, you know what I'm saying?
He did it in the middle of the night of all times. Which I mean, would be
So-
cool if one was sober.
So we
but-
he took
Oh,
he
yeah,
took us
that's
up to the
great.
spot, right?
He said if you were so.
And yeah,
I know how that goes.
She ate an edible and she was like, oh hell no.
Had an edible.
So she's seen the. So we take us up to this area that
Which
you grew up
normally,
in.
yes, I'd be chill, but
And yeah, man, and you can always see the cities. You see
the whole
it was
city
crazy.
beneath
From
you.
Kansas, you don't.
and it's
We ain't used to that
beautiful.
Yeah, you definitely don't see
Definitely
that.
beautiful.
California.
shit. So it was trippy,
But when
man.
you're climbing up the side
in
and you look
Colorado.
over,
You say that.
my
Colorado, we went to
No,
this
see,
house that was
I'm
on
out there though.
Colorado's
Yeah.
the closest thing that we got to that.
To that, yeah. Like there was this house that
It
was on the mountain.
different there.
The hike to a lot of people think that people go up to the Hollywood sign and all that. It's just like,
That
you drive up there. Nah,
that
bro.
ain't
You gotta climb.
That ain't nothing, man. That ain't
Man.
nothing for sure.
You guys know a chick named Lady Dice?
Nah, give it to us, man. What's
I
up
never
with
heard of Lady Dice. Let's get here some Lady
All
Dice.
right, let's listen to Lady Dice.
Where's she from?
California.
California's from?
Yeah, everybody on my fucking
where
playlist
at?
tonight is California.
She's probably like from the IE area.
La area? Okay.
Well, me, I
Kind of like San Diego.
A lot of the Chicano rappers either are from there or move up there to
Yeah,
work and all that.
The home,
It's a nice area.
The
It's a
homies
nice
say the
area.
same
It's a
thing.
nice area.
The thing is, if you go back from LA, you go to you can shoot back.
Yeah, you guys
It's
are
right there.
San Diego, Riverside.
It's right there.
It's not too far away. Yeah.
Lady Dice was here. had seen Lady Dice and I got to meet her. Shauna's birthday party show. Shauna brought her in as the headliner. Shauna Knapp. Shauna Knapp brought her in for her birthday party.
Shout out to Shauna Knapp, man.
Shout out to Shauna.
So that was when I got to see Lady Dice. She was here for that.
I think I checked her out. I think I opened up for her. It was Lady Dyson.
The pony?
She was with somebody else. Yeah, that's
Yeah, we oh man, I got so much to talk about. I hope we have enough time, man. Yeah, we went on tour with Cats, and that's how I met Criminal and all that.
It's 6:30, but technically I could go. I was thinking I could go as long as late as.
It's like contact.
That's fine. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? We'll get another one.
I'm really glad you guys
We'll
made
get
it.
another
Like
one,
I was
man.
really getting worried. I was like, where are they? Like,
I passed this place 3 times.
oh my gosh! Like you don't even really see it. That's why I was like, it's a small.
Yeah.
You know, I told you.
I was like, and I kept looking and I'm like, what the heck? And then we turned around and like we're literally right in this area.
Like, is that it? Yes,
We're
that's
in
it.
circles.
You will
and
never believe the
pretty sure the man that was waiting for the bus outside seen us all over and over again and was like, they're lost. Oh Lord.
Heck yeah, man. Well, I mean, I don't know if you guys can pull up maybe some Sick and Twisted real quick. I mean, I don't know if you guys have played.
I got. Let's see.
She pulled up some.
I pulled up some. Where are they?
Your new one.
Although the real one's roll call.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man.
I got that one because.
Go ahead and do that one,
Of
man.
course,
That one's out on all platforms. So that's
Yeah. Was it
that's
So
cool, that's cool.
Gangsta?
Yeah.
And then so again,
And the meaning of
the hypnotic and the meaning of living.
The meaning of living. Okay, we'll get the meaning of
Heck
living.
yeah, man. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up.
All right.
We do have another 2 hours.
He's got
to
another
back.
one too. I think he's got local.
Cool, hell yeah.
Okay,
We'll
cool,
check it out,
I got
homeboy.
one more after that too. Scar, I was doing that. Shout out to Scar.
Scar the monster, my friend. That's like
Oh, it's a premiere.
Yeah.
It's a premiere, like they used to do on BET, right?
AJ Free.
Right? Yeah, we are that old.
I was saying, is that before you?
We are AJ and Freak.
I love
told to never ask a woman their age. So,
Man.
just saying, guys.
All right. We're gonna cut that off. What we said, we're gonna play Loco by him, so you guys can hear his music. I love the fact that you guys are gonna be networking, or that this is networking. This is networking working.
I'm getting y'all contact for sure.
Right?
Guys,
Yes.
we're out here for a reason, man. Just understand that we're not playing no games out
Nope.
here.
All right.
But the homie King Maine says no grind, no stop signs.
That's right. That's right.
Shout out to homeboy.
Hey, how you doing?
Yes.
Here we go.
So I do all my production. I do all my engineering. I
Right.
pretty much
You do all your production?
everything.
For real?
No, you used to work
I
over
do
at
too, man,
the
but
studio.
like I tend to overthink too much, when it comes to my editing process. And like I do hit record, and I'll just.
I prefer it. I prefer it that way. I prefer to sit there and polish
Me
it
too,
up,
though. Me
polish it
too,
up,
man. But
polish
I
it up.
just sometimes I just overthink shit, and that's just on the real tip.
Yeah.
Like sit on stuff for so long because we're like, we don't think the quality's good enough. Like that's what happened with What's the Meaning of Living.
That's how it
It's
happens.
a 2-year-old project.
Oh man. And that
But yeah,
one is by
I do
both
the
of
beats
you.
and everything.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he does.
We're on the link
Yeah,
up,
we're gonna
dog.
definitely
And send me some music too, man. We're gonna, shoot you an email.
Yeah,
or
because like
somehow,
this
some link.
the instrument on the Real One's roll call was a homeboy Chucho.
Yeah.
Chucho, shout out to Chucho! Yo, that's exactly how you say it every time.
What's up with it, man?
My 2 hardest tracks I've ever done is
up,
that Real One's
Chucho?
roll call, and then with the one I got coming out with Oscar Opina. I'm
Opina.
mobbing in the K.
What's up, homeboy?
That one is also another.
He's another artist.
Well, JL the plug did that one, but he
Okay,
works with
JL the
Chucho.
Plug.
They
Opina. Yeah,
they came up with it together.
I think Chucho was like my very first interview ever. That was Damian. He was at 5. You remember the little Mexican dude?
Yeah, he was the first.
He was the first performer. Yeah, right. He was little.
First interview.
First performance.
That's hard.
Yeah,
Yep.
I remember the shit out of him. Shout out to Chucho.
I love you, dog. Part of fams,
like
for
I said,
real. He comes down to educate.
we've been so rooted in Kansas as far as the music.
See, that's what I need to
hip
do
hop
now.
scene is
Crazy. I'm from California, dog. I moved out here about 4 or 5 years ago, and I'm still trying to network with people.
Oh
out
my
here.
goodness!
So
Yeah, you've hit the gold mine tonight because we've been in this for over 12 years now. So I think that's our 13th year.
I believe that our Kansas City
bullshit.
and our
We've been at it for a long
Midwestern
time.
Latino artists
We
should
hustle
work
hard out here,
like
for real.
really band
Very
together
rooted
with.
and,
We need to go out on tour. I've been saying this. All the Latino artists in the K need to hop
I'm
on.
here. I'm always ready to
Kansas,
work.
Kansas City,
Best
and the
in the
Midwest
K
area
need to go.
band together and do like a whole
Sanity,
Midwest
guys,
Latino
insanity,
tour
you know, it's been
across the
happening.
nation.
We can talk about it all day long,
Exactly. But it's already in the works. It's already going down.
Right? We're gonna manifest
yeah.
this stuff.
Yes.
already going
Manifest
down.
the
Art and
shit out of it.
manifestation, law of attraction, elevate.
That's
It's
right.
real. It's a real
real
thing.
thing.
I live my life
Latino
by
tour.
it. I have for the longest time of my life.
2021.
And,
Right?
Oh yeah, 2021.
I wouldn't be where I'm
Summertime.
at now if
Right?
it wasn't for the law of attraction
Hell yeah.
and understanding the secret.
Let's play some of that. I want to hear some of theirs. I wanna see some of that.
All right.
So this was the real one's roll
I'm
call.
over here, I'm
This is
like,
the homie King
no.
Maine.
King Maine, the dude I was telling you about before, I told him, I was like,
Yeah.
King Maine, he did a song with K Salas, and
Yeah. Lil
King
Flip,
Maine-
Lil
King Maine actually, and my
Lil
brother,
Flip, right?
my brother here,
Yeah,
he
Lil
recorded
Flip,
King Maine's one of his
Stylist.
first mixtapes.
Yeah.
My brother is the producer behind that.
Okay.
He's a good young
Yeah, we were
homie,
all
man.
raised up in that 785 from the SK. We're all from the same pit.
785.
You know what I mean?
785,
And
baby.
so this talks about bringing the black and the brown communities together.
Together, right? That's
You know
something
what I
I heard.
mean? We need to bring the unity
black
together.
and the browns together.
Exactly. We don't need this. We don't need this. Okay, Hypnotic was
Animosity.
I believe Hypnotic was in the right with his diss with Blueface. But yeah, we don't need this
No,
disrespect.
division.
These disrespectful
Divide.
collaborations or whatever.
Yeah, I
we
don't
need
like
the respect. We need respectful
either.
collaboration.
I don't like it.
We
I'm
need
old
good
school like
vibes
that
because
shit.
the black community goes through what we go through, and we go through what they go through, and we should come
But I
together.
don't like 6ix9ine either. I don't care if he.
Nobody's
I don't like him
cute.
either.
Okay, I was gonna say, you know what? He,
Straight up.
they say he's
like-
Mexican,
Hey, bro,
but
watch
I'm not a
out.
fan
There's
of
a rat over there somewhere.
He is
Beat it.
What?
Man, that is.
Hey man, you know I'll be when I got French fries, like,
right.
you know, a little cucaracha, but
Oh shit.
hey homie, go ahead, dog, go ahead.
Oh shit. Okay.
So yeah,
Let's get it right
we're gonna
It's
introduce the real ones roll call today.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Featuring King Maine.
King Maine, what up, my
Oh,
boy?
wait, I skipped it.
Yeah. Goes in the way. Way to get paid. This is Pachuca.
Black and Brown Unity.
Yep.
This music video will be coming out soon.
Okay.
Yep. We have man, we have shit where we're sitting on and man.
If you study the history about this stuff,
Oh yeah.
people that lead all of the civil rights,
Yep.
labor, worker rights, and movements,
Uh-huh.
black and brown women.
Yeah.
Yes.
Black and brown
Dolores Huerta, I met her personally last year in Topeka.
Yeah.
I have her business
The
card.
capital.
We're leaking up.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this.
That's dope.
I've been with it though, man. Ever since like the Rodney King stuff, that's
Black and
the
brown.
unity became super strong.
They fucked up when they did that because it made everyone strong.
Yeah.
Stronger.
We were all beefing at the time.
Yeah, it made everyone united on the West Coast, and like and the thing is, it spreads.
Yes.
You know, like my influences growing up in Kansas came from the West Coast.
This is King Maine right now.
Yeah, shouts out to King Maine, man.
You hear me? Woo!
So
I'm calling all y'all out.
this is Real Ones Roll Call.
Yes.
Quit getting fucked up. Listen to what's going on. Where the real ones at?
Cricket.
Where the real ones at? Where they at? Where they at? You better get your head out the trap.
Oh,
I ain't dissing just
boy.
facts.
we got live. Oh,
What you know about that?
oh, Lisa, what's up? What's up,
Say
Chuka?
it out loud. Like mixing. From division.
That's true.
Yeah.
You
So,
know,
Like the album.
Let's pull that out.
man, our
All right, and then I wanted to get
our shit
Lady
gets
X on
deep,
my-
man. We get deep on our shit, like really. And I always tell people since we're about to,
Oh, wait.
to wrap this up and play one or two or whatever more.
we don't fuck around, everybody.
No, just the music, guys. Music is an outlet for a person like me.
All right.
You know, I deal with things. So like, if you want to know about Big C, you listen to the music.
Here's
yeah.
what's the meaning
Of living.
Yeah,
living?
that's
Now this one was actually recorded 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, like you
And-
tell me.
Yeah.
You know,
Here, I'm a-
so you guys are gonna love this.
Well, we
Y'all
can,
y'all
we can
can't be
talk.
scared though, man. I'm telling you right now, the personal experience.
Yeah.
When you work on it,
You just gotta give it to them.
give it to them. Yeah.
I sing and rap.
Definitely polish up, but don't.
I noticed that. I noticed that when I was
Right.
listening to
I
this
play
stuff. I was like, I think that's her.
I play instruments.
kind of-
I
Yeah,
scribe
that's
music.
me on the.
What kind of instruments you play?
Trumpet, baritone, French horn, the piano.
Okay. All right. I've always wanted to play the piano, but I played the clarinet, the bass clarinet, and the saxophone.
Midwest.
I was a woodwinds kind of. Oh God, I hate saying that. I played the woodwinds.
Takes me back. I couldn't, man. I didn't have the.
I could play the woodwinds again, y'all.
Work
Time, keep a badass.
badass bitch.
That's right.
My wife.
Said my wife. She's like, that's my baby.
You know, she knows. She knows. Life, yeah. Didn't believe. Just gotta read between the lines when it comes to music. You know, you really gotta listen to it.
I got really deep with this part.
Yeah.
Things can,
It's nice to
things
have.
can always be better,
Right.
but it's the message and
It's the message in the music.
Yeah.
It's always nice
Yeah.
when there's a message in the music because
Exactly. Exactly.
lots of when you need to communicate with a lot of people, and sometimes people will listen to it and they'll be like, you know what? That's real talk, right? They'll be like,
Yeah.
yeah. They'll be like, yo, she's talking, she's speaking the truth on this, right?
That's the
Like,
type of
that
music
was
I
sweet.
make. That's the type of music I make.
That's what I was saying. That's exactly what I felt when I was like, because I can imagine just sitting
Yeah.
back listening to it. And be
Yes.
like, yo,
Thank you. Thanks. See?
yo.
You know. You know.
Ain't that the truth, right? And then you sit up and you start talking to your boy.
Yes. You're like, hey man, they were touched me right here. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly how it goes.
You know, and that's kind of how it started with this track and just
The meaning of
just
living.
in general.
Yes.
You know, because I think nowadays, like, we do question what the meaning of living is because we're in such a dark time.
We are.
We really are. But it is what you.
We've had to save the
it's
show
what you
from a
make
little
it.
bit of
I'm gonna
darkness.
tell you right now.
It's what you make it.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I heard that little space in there.
Yeah.
I might want you to send that over. You mind if I get a couple?
Dude, I would love to do that, dog. I would
Send
love.
that little
I would
space.
love- I would love to do that.
I heard that space.
I would love to do that. Yeah, that little.
Yeah.
I would love to. Hey, let's do it, dog.
All right. Yeah.
Talk about it. Talk about it, or do it.
My face hurts from smiling so hard about
you
that,
can,
right?
You can talk all that masa all you want, all that bullshit.
Oh, that monster.
Yeah, we doing it.
You gotta walk or run.
Oh yeah, we do it.
Or fucking crawl if you got to. Get
Yeah.
to where you need to go in life, man.
And we were like, just F it, we're putting it out. It's good, you know? But
Okay.
we love everybody loves it.
Man.
We gotta make a premiere.
Man.
Premiere.
Excited to be here.
Let's get it.
Right?
Let's get it.
Okay.
Before we get into it,
for y'all.
it's gonna be real simple, real short.
Okay.
Real simple, real
It's like the
real
man
short.
speak.
The
See,
song.
that's a humble man right there.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a humble man right there.
The song is called
It's a humble
Respect.
man.
Woo!
Right?
The song is called Respect.
Respect.
Yes.
Because at this point of my career and where I'm at right now, the only thing I want is for people to run me
Hey.
my respect.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm with
Yeah.
you. I'm so with you,
I
my
feel
boy.
that.
Exactly.
100%,
I need my
man.
respect.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
What I say?
let's
I
get
tell
to
you
it.
what,
Let's
respect.
Get it going.
Respect.
Shout out
man.
Scarlet
And
Monster.
shout out to
What's up,
Scarlet.
Scar? Yes, Scar! I'm so excited to be here for this.
What's up
Right?
with it? Hey, it's your
Go.
boy Big C right here, Sick
All
Twisted. Big Bad S&T.
I have a picture with him in
I live with him.
I got him in a picture with my favorite
Learn
little
something new
person
every
in the
day.
world, Adrian. My partner Gizmo's
Yeah.
little girl, man. It's like, oh.
You know what I did? You know how Snapchat has that one thing on it where it'll turn you into a man or tell me why
man.
Snapchat turned me into Scar.
That's right. Hey, that's right.
I swear to God. I took that picture with no makeup on, and I swear to God it turned me into Scar. I look like him or his brother.
Scar?
Yes! I swear to God my
Oh,
face.
shit.
I
That's
was
classic.
like, I sent it to him. I sent it to him right away because I was like, holy shit, dude.
You're like, Wow.
That fool,
I don't know either.
is unreal.
Yeah?
He puts on a badass
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, he does. He really does, man.
Squad. That's family talk.
Yes,
Yeah.
his squad is like, oh my gosh.
Man, there's
He's good.
just
He's been working at it like really hard for a long time, and watching him grow, like, okay, not only his hair has grown, but he's grown as an artist.
Hey
Like, you
man,
see-
okay.
you're like, oh,
real
that was that long ago.
Oh shit, real quick.
Oh,
Yeah, no
shit.
longer bald.
I'm usually pelon, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like to keep it peloncito for everybody.
Oh, bro. No, hold on.
Oh man. Oh hell.
Let's get it.
Shit, man.
Man, I'm saying.
I'm getting there, dog. I'm getting
Yeah.
there. You know what I'm saying? And to I could, get real deep with it. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I grew my hair out, everybody, is I went through some health issues recently, and I still deal with some inner demons in my life. And the pelon it's always gonna be me.
Right.
I'm always gonna be a Southsider. I'm always gonna be a Sureño. I'm always gonna be, that's always gonna be a part of me. But when I stare death in the face for the first time in my life, it's not the cars, the clothes, or the bald head that defines me as an individual.
Right.
And I felt like the hair, the pelo, you know what I'm saying? Like all that. I felt like that it kind of defined a little change in my life, I guess.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, you feel me?
I understand.
Smell me.
I think I'm transitioning back to my
deep
natural
shit.
color hair.
There you
like
go,
for women,
see?
that's different. I went through a few years where I always had color in my hair. It was always green or blue or purple or pink or something. And I think I want to go natural again for a while.
There you
I
go.
think I want to.
I've only put blonde highlights in my hair one time. That was the crazy. That's as far as I've gone.
The color the shit out of my hair.
When chicks do my hair, when hair stylists do my hair, they like, your hair is so healthy. Oh my gosh, it like hardly holds curls and all kinds of stuff. People have a hard time braiding my hair and everything.
I know that my hair's that way too.
I'm like,
It doesn't hold a curl. Yeah.
it's okay. But thanks to my homegirl that's going to cosmetology school, she's actually been able to thicken my hair.
Oh, that's good.
So it makes it easier for people to braid it now. I'm so excited. Because I like those Mashika braids. Those
Scar
native
the
braids.
Monster. Oh, okay. Scar the Monster. This is
Respect.
Respect. Scar the Monster
Yes.
and Achilles.
And
Oh
respect.
yeah.
Guys, it's
His hair makes him look like Troy Polamalu.
Yeah, it does.
My neighbor calls him
It does.
Maui.
Yeah.
He does. He also could.
He
He
also
like
could
that
be
as
Maui.
well.
My neighbor calls him Maui. So
You could play him in a musical.
right? But we only have like a few minutes left, so I want to make sure that you guys get the chance to plug the things that you need to plug.
Yes.
Make it kind of speedy, and then
give
maybe
them
I can
something
close
to
out with Lady EXO.
yes.
All right.
You guys know Lady EXO?
No, we haven't heard of it.
Oh my gosh, okay.
So I'm so
Yeah.
excited.
Yes, make it snappy so I can play it.
So
We're getting-
the November 22nd,
New material.
the So Gangsta music video shot in Riverside, California, that
Alright.
we had to go on a freaking 5-mile hike to get to the location where we
So there you
shot
shoot.
at.
Okay.
So we spent a whole entire day doing all that. So shout out to Hypnotic. I Team Dubstars also,
Check 'em
the
out,
El
too.
Chingon, the homie El Chingon.
I Team Dubstar.
And we're just so excited to bring this to the world. So keep a lookout for that. It's already on YouTube if you want to listen to it. But the music video is dropping November 22nd. And then we also have coming out the Mobbing in the K. Just got finished today. The music video just got finished, done edited.
Yep.
So you will see us promoting that for the next month. It'll be coming out in December. And that's with the homie Oscar Opina and Pachuca. And you'll see some interesting, visuals of Big C, going down. And you'll also see Gizmo, who sells the Lokes that we're sporting today.
See the
You can
Lokes.
find him on Instagram, ink.gizmo. And he rode along for that trip as well with the homie Chingon, and we could not be thankful enough. So keep a lookout for all that stuff, and of course,
and just real quick before we go here, guys, just remember to be humble.
oh yeah,
Right.
And drop the egos.
Yes.
And support these
Yes.
artists out here that are working so fucking
oh
hard.
yeah, oh yeah.
So Yeah, let's go ahead.
Because we pour our heart and our souls and our blood, sweat, and tears in what we do.
Yeah, for sure.
Completely
Totally underrated.
Yeah.
We got so much awesome talent in the Midwest that it's ridiculous that people are passing up on it because there's
there is hope.
There is hope. There's hope for us all because we're right here.
Right here.
Yes.
Right.
Everybody here today
You know,
is out there.
you know the thing is,
everybody's.
the
We
thing
are
is,
making
it
it
starts
work.
here. It starts here.
Exactly. It starts here.
So-
and then of course, people, please go to our Facebook pages for the GoFundMe page link,
Okay.
so you can go ahead and start plugging on that, so that we can because this court case will set a precedent.
Yeah.
So that these landlords don't start kicking people out.
Yeah.
Illegally kicking people out of their homes because of COVID.
I
They're using COVID
hear
as an
bad stuff
excuse.
about rural areas in Kansas, like the ones that are like further out, like out
man.
there.
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
KCK is one thing.
yeah.
They're kind of wild west, but out there further out there, the further, yeah,
Yes.
because
The boonies.
over the hills and the horses, and there's not really
Yeah.
many hills. They're
I
kind of
love
rolling hills and
Yes.
horses and bales
From
of
the
hay.
rolling hills.
Lots
Yes.
of hay.
Yes.
Hey.
I'm so excited. So this is late
All the
now.
buckets are at.
Yeah, wait.
Let's
Get
What's
to
your
that
plug? You wanna
before
plug
I
something?
get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stop
make a
with it.
plug.
Let's go.
Plug something.
Just follow me. I'm playing.
AKILLIZ.
Music, AKILLIZ.
Guys,
music.
follow the homie, man.
Yeah.
And then
Dope
not
ass
only
shit.
that,
Doing big things.
yeah, not only that, just if you guys need some production, you guys need some beats, you guys need engineering, you guys need visual arts. I'm connected with a lot of people out here in Kansas City. We
Yes,
do major
sir.
stuff. We do stuff for network TV. We do
Yes.
stuff like that. So please hit us up. We would love to help every artist that's
Yes.
tuned in, especially
You guys
I'm definitely
really listen.
plugged in with y'all. And let's just build.
Listen,
Let's just
yeah.
build.
Oh yeah, and then Latino Tour 2021.
One more time.
2021.
One more time.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Kanye West.
Shout out to
Kanye
Scar the
West.
Monster. That song we played was called
Right here,
Respect.
sick
That
and
one was
twisted.
respect.
Everybody,
Sorry,
man.
love
Appreciate
you.
it.
In a week.
Been appreciated.
All right, we're gonna close out the show with Lady XO. Thank you for tuning into this extra long episode of Vibin with Vida. We will be back next week, and I'll let you know who that's gonna be. But I love you guys. Bye bye. Thank you. Wait, we'll listen to this. I guess. Yeah. We gotta listen to this. Y'all gotta
Of
listen.
course we listen.
This is Lady XO. This is called Slide. So check out Lady XO. She's dope.
Check her out.
All these artists I played tonight are Latino
off,
artists.
everyone. We're
This
signing
is
off.
Latino night.
The homeboy
Signing
over
off.
here, dope ass material, guys. Like nothing.
Hey,
We got international superstars up in this motherfucker. Say what's up, everybody. Yeah.
like this.
We already gonna have a show in England and Spain, so might as well team up with this homie over here. He might as well jump on.
Go to
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah. Oh, we got Canada
We
now.
got some shit set up
Right?
for Spain.
Go to
Yeah.
Canada.
With it.
It's just
We're gonna have
getting
to.
through 2020.
Yes.
And there was a point in time when I think Scar had booked a show. He was going to be performing in Philippines. But there's another girl, Jenna Smith. She runs Corrupted Promotions, and she has a lot of connections too. Love the shit out of her. Love her to death. She's a good friend of mine. I told her that if she lived here and instead of in Nebraska, that we would be besties. You know, we would be besties. But
Being honest,
Right?
Being real.
so, but she has. She
I
can
noticed that
help out.
there's more of a music family vibe here in KC.
Yeah.
I noticed that when I came here down
like even
for
in
Alan
Wichita,
Wayne's
you know,
show,
it's just kinda the same
how
thing.
all the artists supported each other, and how even if they weren't performing that night, they came out to the show, brought all their homies.
Yeah.
Took their flyers to
And you
each
try to
other's
stay. You
events
try to
and-
stay there. I always hate
and
it
help
when
each other out,
when
you know?
there's
I
like
stayed
a
all
lot
the
of
way
people,
to the night
and then like
Y'all
know the scene
halfway through the
out
show, a
California,
bunch of people leave.
Yeah.
That scene is-
I hate that. Why don't you
Rudy,
just stay and have some
Rudy,
fucking drinks?
You already know, man. Like,
Enjoy the
we
music.
can talk all day long about
You
it.
paid to come out tonight, so enjoy the
But,
night.
Well, yeah.
you know,
They the homies, bro.
We had a little
Like I said,
chicken
I
and
grew up with
she chopped it
YB.
out.
See, yeah.
The Shady Boy.
Yeah, Shady Boy. Oh, yeah. You know, the crazy thing is, my homeboy was just up there in where'd they meet up at? Was it LA? I'm not sure. Homeboy Slick, he was up there. Kicking it with some people out there. But yeah, you know, we were fortunate enough to have some some good connects.
Yeah, Conscious Asylum, man. Those are our brothers right there, man. We've shared lots of sets.
Yeah.
Just coming from Kansas in general, we're just blessed to be able to just say, hey, we did some good shit.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well,
Love you guys.
And,
Love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Love you, Conscious Asylum. Love y'all
next week.
Luigi, all y'all.
There's gonna be more coming.
That's right.
For sure.